Found my way to Texas, but this ain't no Dallas. Stick it in the back, I'm talking about that phallus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm driving quickly in that new Cutlass. Making every shot I take, buckets. Boom.
This shit too bomb. Hold up, Mike done did it again? This is the real spin. This is the real deal. All of that capping inside of your rapping, yeah, we do not even appeal. We talking about real feels, but you gon' be missing your meals. So go ahead and sit back and relax and go ahead and no capping, that's real.
Yes, sir, man. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Jay Harris, aka Mr. BCC. The hostess with the mostest, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in once again. It's episode 31. I have my numbers correct, man. We have a very special episode today. We got the OG in the house, man. What I say? First time caller. Hey, without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to my dog so y'all can see who I'm talking about. Go ahead and take it away.
It's your boy Viz, man. I'm going to let y'all know I'm tired as fuck. I got off work this morning, but I'm here, though.
Yes, sir.
Hey, T-Viz, filmmaker, content creator, Mr. One Stop Shop. Do your research.
Shout out to Trey, man.
He
couldn't make it this week. He couldn't make it this week.
It's time.
Yes,
I
sir.
just came out on vacation to see my boys finally.
Yeah.
I'm just a homewrecker. That's what I am. You can find me on my Instagram. It's _._ D'Angelo.
Thirsty.
_. O is a 0.
Yeah, do your research.
Do your research. Don't worry, I'm gonna put it under the phone. I'm gonna put it under there. Listen, man, my boy is selling himself short. This is the OG. This is my dog, the guy that took me under his wing when I first got out to Germany, man. Listen, without this dude right here, hey, listen, I'll probably be at a worse place than I am right now. And that's saying a lot. So without further ado, man, let's cheers it up for those who got drinks, who don't got drinks. There it is. Episode 31 is now underway.
This water. A little twang to it.
Drinking my like water.
So, hey, let's get right into it. Name that tune.
Yeah, I'm about
Part
to win.
3.
I'm about to win.
Part 3, we got our reigning champion,
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
T-Viz,
Yeah.
versus the new challenger,
right.
my boy Ty. All right, so y'all know the rules. Basically, you ring the bell, and then you get the answer. If you miss it, the other person gets a chance to steal. If y'all both don't know, y'all both don't know. So,
Sure.
Boom. Let's start this bit on up. Turn this volume up. Turn this volume up. Y'all ready? And beat number 1 is Tommy.
Solid Dream. Biggie.
Hold up. Where's my button? Do you want to steal?
That's not the name of that song? I thought it was, what's the name of that? I thought it was All a Dream. The Struggle.
Y'all give up?
I thought that was the name of the song.
I thought it was too.
Damn.
Juicy, nigga.
Oh, damn.
Juicy, nigga. Oh,
That's
my
crazy.
God. We starting off bad already. All right, so 0-0. Here we go.
crazy.
Even though I said Tommy was Ty. All right, here we go. The next beat is
Old school shit, man.
Gin and juice.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He
That's
got
what I
that
was
one. All right. We on the board.
Okay.
Ty 1, Tommy 0. Here we go. Next beat is Tommy.
In the club.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1-1. But hit that thing big. If I wasn't looking, I saw your heels was louder, but
It got stuck.
Yeah, okay. Make sure you hit that bitch, because if I wasn't looking, I would have gave it to him.
Nothing.
All right, 1-1. Here we
In
go.
there.
3 beats left. The next beat is
Crazy in Love.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, hey, Tommy got 2. Davis got 1. Here we go. Last 2 beats. The next beat is Tommy.
I knew it. Go ahead.
5,
Damn.
4,
Damn.
3, 2, 1.
Go ahead, dog.
Pound cake.
Pound cake is correct.
Damn.
Come on, man.
It was in my head and it went away.
2-2, right?
Yeah, 2-2.
Here we go. For all the marbles, this is the last beat. The final beat is
Come on. Oh, down. Nice and slow.
Hey, listen. The challenger has dethroned the champ.
That nigga cheated. If I don't win, they cheated.
Hey, look. Hey, we won fair and square, man. That boy came to play today. So, all right, moving forward. First topic. Is your dog, girlfriend, or wife your friend? That is that's why I'm just going to throw that out there. What are your initial thoughts when I say that?
No.
Yeah, I feel like you have to separate that shit, dog. Because my relationship with you and your girl is not the same, and it won't be the same.
Yeah, and if we stop, if you break up with her, I'm not gonna be talking afterwards, right, to her. And if we ain't friends, depending on our relationship, if he was like an acquaintance or something, maybe I might talk to her, but I still might not. She was your plus one. That's it.
So don't you agree though that by her being aligned with your friend, she's allotted certain benefits from that?
During that time, but not at the same level as him.
So is it possible that through the time that she was aligned with him, that you now have developed a ongoing thing where you guys do talk? Not like privately, but like every time they're at the function or whatever, like, and you get to know them. Is that not a thing that happens?
I think that's cool. Like, you just having a conversation.
At
a function with other people. But don't like keeping like your boundaries and shit. Don't be taking that shit crazy or nothing. But I think having a conversation is fine.
Have y'all never carried on a friendship with a previous woman that was connected to one of your friends?
Oh, nah.
Never.
Nah.
Never.
Nope.
What's the point? Yeah, I knew you because of this person, because of my dog. So what's the point of me? Unless I'm on some slime shit.
Yeah. So it's a cutoff thing. It's a cutoff thing. Like, you not talking to them at all or whatever. See them in traffic. Hey.
Ain't no use. What am I getting out of it?
Sorry, Nara.
So we all on the same page. I'm in agreement with y'all too. So it's like, my dog's girl is not my friend. She gets benefits based off of my friendship to my dog. So like, if my dog was like, bro, I'm out of town, can you go help what's called woo woo woo? She gets that luxury because my friend is calling that in. And then I don't even like dealings outside of my dog unless it's like his birthday. Yeah. Like, oh, we finna surprise such and such. And then she done reached out through Instagram. I personally, it's rare cases where even the number shit should be exchanged. It's rare cases though, because why do y'all need each other's number?
What's the point of having a number? You can go through your friend.
Or through social media, if need be. Like, why do you need to have a direct line? But then some people might say, "Oh, that's insecurity."
Nah, because look, there's a thing called secure, right? Y'all remember when Payne was deployed? You just met him, and he was like, "Hey, can you go to my house with my wife? Set up that trampoline." That's weird. I never met her, but you got to keep those relationships strictly like you are my dog's woman. I don't need to have your number, like you said. I'll help out with this, but that's it. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to have any other dealings with you. And that's security to me. To have a random come and be around your woman. Yeah. Even if you do know her, it's still security. Like, to leave her alone.
I don't think in that situation it was random because I think that he trusted you and all of us.
But you trust, but it's like I don't even like putting people in that position, and nor do I want to even put myself in that position. It's just like, but some niggas just have different moral codes, like the way they hug somebody's woman, the way they just interact, like. Or like even just a one arm church hugs. You feel me? Like, bro, that's cool. But then you be trying to ain't no meet to meet, ain't no front on. It should be no front touching. No, hell no, cuz.
And then you rocking.
Oh hell no. No, don't tell me she pick up and then spin. Oh fuck.
Hey girl.
I've done that before. I got slapped with that. Spun her around. It was bad.
What?
Yeah. It don't matter. Hey, I'm grimy.
You said you got slapped?
You said
Well, my girl was right in the front of her.
Oh, your girl slapped you.
Yeah, because
I thought the nigga slapped. I was like,
oh no, that's a fight. You can't get slapped because you gotta get shot. Some people be doing too much.
You the nigga that's doing too much.
He's some people. Yes. He's some people. But to go even further into it, like what really stemmed this was I was on IG. I had a homeboy girl just took vacation. But I follow her because we all have hung out before. Like we are all they're husband and wife. Like everybody's secure. It's like, you know, I know her now. Like we're cool. But she then posted pictures from her vacation and my dog's not in them. I personally just didn't feel like I'm the audience for these pictures, so I'm not going to like them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to look like anything. It's not that I am even insinuating anything is there, but I just didn't feel comfortable because I didn't feel like I'm the audience for that. Now, if my dog was in those vacation pictures, I probably would have liked them. Or if it was like she graduated or like she did open a new business or something like that. I would like that. But just her vacation pictures by herself, I just didn't feel like I was the audience for that. How do y'all feel about like social media and your dog's girlfriend or wife?
I feel like with me, this is one thing that I struggle with my wife because I view social media as just like I'm just scrolling, liking pictures. But I know there's certain things that I shouldn't like. And now that I'm married, I have to be mindful of the things that I do like. But that situation, I don't think I would view it as like, so my intention wasn't like anything out of the normal. Like, so for me, I don't think that I did anything wrong. But if I would just look at it at a different aspect from her perspective, then maybe I should just change the way that I'm like scrolling through social media and liking shit.
But in this case, I'm not even doing this because of my situation. I'm doing it because I don't want my homeboy to feel like, why the fuck Justin liking him, motherfucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it. I just felt like I'm not the audience for it. Even though that's me thinking the worst. I don't think he would think that of me. But it's just like, I don't even want to get an inkling off that.
I got a general rule of like, you only like pictures that are like celebrating their coupleness. Whatever they doing together, they're on vacation, stuff like that. I don't need to like any other one. Right. Unless it's, my boy alone. And then it solves all the problems.
That's a good rule of thumb. Yeah. If you live by that, it ain't never gonna look like nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just social media, bro. Like we were talking about it last night. It's just that shit for all the good. It's bad.
It's the enemy of relationships. Like it's great for opening up your horizons to different people, connecting you to other people. Putting yourself out there, and that's the reason why, because you get connected to a bunch of people
easily.
Yeah.
And stay connected to people easily.
But you can still control what happens with the people you connect with if you quote unquote connect with them.
Kind of. You think about it like this, right? Think of all the dirty dudes you know. All the dudes that reach out to them chicks and DMs. She can say no, right? She can cut them off and she set up her boundaries. But that ain't gonna stop that dude. That dude's gonna try everything in the book to find his way around it. Your man can't have no friends, like.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like that person, that woman, she still controls the narrative, as far as what she does in her actions.
True, but I mean,
like you can't control who reaches out to you, like who DMs you or whatever. Like that's part of social media, but you can control what you say and how you react to those situations.
I think the essence of all the attention you get from social media, though, I think it's a lot of people. I say people that like the attention, and it's hard for them to cut it off. They might not respond, but they ain't gonna do what they should be doing, which is like blocking them.
That's mostly women. Right. They love that attention shit.
Yeah. Right. I mean, men struggle with it too. Yeah. We struggle with it too, but I think it's different because we are the initiators. Yeah. So we sort of have to like, unless you are in a situation where you're highly desirable, where you're an athlete or whatever, it's, and there's some cases where, women are going to shoot their shot, but for the most part, it takes a man to sort of put out that reel and then see who bites, so that's why it's just a little different. Because a woman could just exist and it's going to come. Like, she could just roll over and then see the phone ringing, so that's the difference, but... So we all in agreement. Your dog's girl/wife is not your friend.
Oh yeah, that's not your friend.
Is there any case where she is? Is there any case?
In the event of an emergency, she becomes your friend.
I think once y'all get married, it can open up the door to that potential. All right, I may, be it's like a family friend kind of thing now.
So both couples get married, or both sets get married?
No. Talking about your friend and his girl get married. Then potentially.
Yeah, because then I knew she's going to be there for a long term. Okay. And maybe in the future, there might be a need for me to reach out to her. I will try to open up that door of friendship. Mm-hmm. But because then it's like if you break up, that's a divorce. It's a little different. And let's say you got a kid, and that's my niece or nephew, and you might need me to, hey man, I don't know, can you pick up my kid or something weird like that? I don't know what weird situation, but you got to have that because you don't want to be a nobody to her. Then now you want to be a family friend. Mm-hmm. That's the only.
I'm the family friend for that kid, not her.
Yeah, but she ain't gonna let you be around her kid unless she trusts you and you're a family friend.
Justin said I can come pick him up.
Right, right, exactly. You hear me?
Justin show up.
You ain't getting shit. You ain't getting shit because he ain't getting shit. But hey, so moving forward, man. Davis. I keep wanting to call you Tommy, but Davis, bro, introduce these topics, bro, that you got for us.
All right, so the first one, I think it was on the podcast, tonight's conversation. One of the guys was like, a lot of women spend a lot of time upgrading themselves, trying to be a better person, and that's all cool and stuff, but they complain about the men that they get with still not shit. And he was saying that the standards don't rise necessarily for those women when they want a man to do better, because they still give them access to their bodies for a very low criteria. And he's saying, as a man, if the bar you set for access to you, 95% of the benefits I want from you to the floor, why would I jump to the moon just to step over it? And that's basically it. Why do y'all think that men should or should not work harder to meet those criteria? And do you think women should raise it on their own?
So I think personally that women should raise the bar because nothing pops off without a woman's consent.
That's true.
So like we only can do so much. We only can but unless you out here committing crimes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So without that, literally everything goes off the woman's consent. Mm-hmm. Do you want to be do you want to make this guy your boyfriend? She has to say yes. Right. Do you want to go on a date? She has to say yes. Do you want to get married? Do you want to all of this stuff
based off what the woman says? Consent.
Yeah. So if she levels up the requirements to mess with her, niggas have no other choice but to.
If you want that person, you have to match what she says that she wants.
Exactly.
If not, then nigga,
kick rocks. Somebody else will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to raise the standards for everything, not just dating you, because that's not really raising the standard. I got to do a lot for that. I'm looking at what's the least amount of work I got to do as a man to get in them draws, right? And if you raise what I got to do to get that, then we both win. I get what I want, you get what you want. If you say I can only smash if we dating, I have no choice but to follow that, those standards.
But would that be? But is that person looking for something more than just dating? Because then she could mess herself up by saying this is what I want, but then that guy's only doing that so he can hit.
Yeah, but if you so I mean, it goes back into traditional times when you had to marry just to smash. Mm-hmm. If you just wanted to smash, you still had to give up stuff, right? Just like now, I'm not saying necessarily that everybody should wait till marriage, but I'm saying if you make commitment a prerequisite to getting your draws, that means at least you got something out of it, right? Maybe you got my time, my resources, or something like that. You got a couple dates. It's up to you to decide what you want the price to be to get with you, and that's it.
But I feel like you'll kiss way less frogs than you do without having. Than you would if you had lower standards. Mm-hmm. So if you raise your standards, then there will be the crazy few that will jump through all the hoops and be playing you
that's what I'm saying. Like people will play that game just to get the prize.
There will be those, but I'm not saying make it some fucking obstacle course, some boot camp, whatever. But I guarantee you, niggas will show their true colors through that process.
Yeah,
and where you'll be like, hold up. You may be trying to jump through these hoops, but you still not aligning with where I'm going. Yeah. Exactly. And that will enable you to see it earlier and then cut your losses and cut him before he gets to the end of the boot camp. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You'll see more red flags. You see, hey, I hit him up. He didn't hit me up because I ain't letting him get none. Okay, let me write that down. At some point, you got enough evidence to be like, this ain't the dude.
That's
Exactly.
that's the vetting process we talked about before.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Vetting these niggas, I meant. But yeah, exactly, bro. Like, I just feel like if you do higher the standards, niggas will try to meet that. But what I think the problem is in current state in dating with women though is they're finding out too late.
Yeah.
It's they're giving up too many of their good years, too many of their peak sexual marketplace years to people who mean them no good. Right. And then by the time they wake up and have that day of reckoning, it's too late. Now you've plummeted it. And it's like, damn, now I know what I want. But then now you trying to get this type of dude, and that dude's not really checking for you because you sort of wasted your time dealing with somebody that wasn't.
But that's all about accountability. Like, I'm all about having experiences, enjoying, your youth. But how many dudes do you got to run through or let run through you before you are ready to settle? And then in that case, you can't complain there ain't no good dudes because you wasn't looking for that either.
Yeah.
And if you letting them run through you, you got no standards for that relationship. So why look for something in the future? I think dudes understand that it takes time for them to get money anyway. So they running around trying to get what they can get when they're young. And when they get older, they have the resources to do that. When you get older as a woman, you don't have the same things that a lot of men look for. And that's just facts. You gotta hold yourself accountable to the lifestyle you want to live. Just like if you ain't working to get your paper up, when you get older and you ain't got no money, you can't be like, damn, man,
Look, I was
it
doing
ain't my fault.
Definitely your fault.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, bro. It's just like I said last night, bro. I think the biggest finesse in the world is that I don't know who they is, but it got pushed onto women that, you're taking control of your life by owning your sexual prowess, by being sexually liberated. And if a man can fuck 100 women, you can fuck 100 guys. And it's the exact same. Whoever pushed that shit out into the world, you did it. That was the biggest. Gotcha. That was the biggest one, bro.
It was, bro.
I'm telling you.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
And it may be unfortunate, but I mean, it's just not fair.
Yeah.
But it's just not looked at the same, bro. And then you wonder, now you're this woman with 100 bodies, and this man is still able to climb the dating marketplace ladder with his 100 bodies, and people looking at you like, damn, you slept with my cousin, my this, and they don't want to date you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it was like we were talking about last night with the whole mountain thing. It's the dating market is set up to where women start off at the top, men start off at the bottom. And a man's status is based on how high he can climb up that mountain with status, money, character, all that. And a woman's dating market value is based off of how long she can stay at the top, preserve herself without falling down. And the more men that she mess with going down, the lower her status goes. If you up here and you messing with dudes down here, you're going to fall. And you hope that you can catch that good dude coming up and stay there, but that's not always the case. Most of the time when you meet that guy, you think, well, I still been getting dudes. I'll find a better one. You're going to find them down here. And all the dudes you want is going to be up here. Women have the responsibility of preserving themselves. What does Spider-Man say? With great power comes great responsibility. You could be a hoe just like a man, but it comes with stuff. That's all.
No, hey, clip that. No, but I mean, shit. I think just smoke that one. Yeah. I mean, it ain't no better way to put it. Like,
that was a good analogy.
That was it right there. Like, that's literally what it is. That's what it is. It's like a mountain, and you're trying to catch people at the like, it's the Benjamin Button. Yeah, it's the Curious Case of Benjamin Button. If you've seen that movie, it's like, the nigga was old, she was a little child, and they had that little sweet spot of love and happiness where their ages, you know what I'm saying. But then he was getting younger and younger, and she was getting older and older, and it's like, damn, fucked up story. Smashing. Oh, I don't know about that.
But yeah. Speaking of analogies, what is it? I saw there was the other topic was about, I seen a lot of black women had issues with black men dating outside their race. And I'll say me personally, I have preferences.
Trigger word number one.
Yeah, right. I have my own opinion and preferences. But I know me personally, right? Disclaimer, first of all, my daughter's mom is black. But my personal preferences are a little different. But I think me personally, I choose to have more of a preference outside of my race for the same reason that it's a stereotype for black people not to support black businesses. You recognize something in that person from a person that you know you don't like, right? A lot of the black women in my life gave me a negative impression on black women, so I choose not to go that route. There's a black person that has a business that you recognize, oh, this dude looked like somebody who got me out of my money before. I don't want to support him or give him none of my money because I see the negative side of my people in that, and so I stay away from it. So what do y'all think about that?
I want to say this. I don't think people shy away from black business because they see familiar faces that have done them wrong in the past. I think people shy away from black businesses and supporting them is because when they tried it, it wasn't the service that they're used to. So they were like, I would rather get a better service from a non-black vendor than to go to a black vendor that I felt like the customer service or the product.
A better black business though? Why did you say like a better non-black business? Why does that have to jump?
Because what I'm saying is usually when people, it's a choice to like, okay, I'm gonna try out this black business, and then usually people have already got that service from someone else before, but then they trying to shift to the black business, and then they're like, comparison is a thief of joy, and so then they're like, hey, I didn't have a good good experience with this black seafood restaurant. I'm gonna go back to the regular chain restaurant. I tried to support y'all, but it wasn't professional enough. That's usually what I hear when people get turned off of certain black businesses. I don't think people say, oh, well, that manager look like my Uncle Larry. And Uncle Larry still owe me $30. I don't see people do that now.
Yeah, I think it's all about the experience though, for sure. And you'll kind of go around that based off what you experience from different people.
Yeah, and I want to make this clear. I don't cut off all black women. I'm just saying I have a different preferences.
And I think that's fine because women have their preferences.
Yeah.
But black men get more heat for having their preference than black women from what I've seen on social media.
Oh yeah, we get more heat from it, but at the same time, a woman having preferences as far as height and other things is different from me than saying I will not date this race.
I didn't say that, but again, things you can't change.
We got to read between the lines, brother.
I said what I said.
You said
preferences.
But you're meaning that like, I'm not really checking for black women right now.
My daughter's mother is black. There's no hatred for it.
No, it's not hatred. But what I'm saying is, in the future, you're not checking for black women.
That's fine. There's been a lot of black women that don't check for me, for maybe the type of kind of guy I am or whatever, and I accept that. You don't hate the player, you hate the game, and you move on.
I get what you saying. I get what you saying, but like, I feel like preference is a word you disguised as I ain't dating you.
How else should I word it?
No. I'm calling cap on. It's not preference. It's the standard. Your standard.
But it can't be the standard based off of actions, right? I've messed with black women.
I know what you're saying. I'm talking about going forward now. I don't think. Are you saying that you're open to dating a black woman?
If the right one comes along, just like every other race. Right? It's like, well, look, it comes down to this, right? If I like seafood, right, I'm gonna go look for seafood. Does that mean if I see something else I don't like, I'm not gonna get it? That might be more appealing. No, but I like seafood. I'm looking for seafood.
It depends on what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, it's like, can a black woman be your end game?
But here's the thing: you don't get the privilege of being that potential somebody unless you meet the criteria I have for you. And then that's it. It's not you're black, so you should get to rise above everybody. No, you got to win.
I want you to go deeper into what exactly is it that is turning you off of black women. Because that's what we want. That's what probably people are hearing. Like, what the fuck happened with these other women where you're like, yo, I don't want to see this in any of the women I deal with.
So I won't get too deep into personal.
But
I'll say some stuff that should be relatable, at least to the public, right? As I said last night, it's known on dating apps that black women are the least attractive of all the races.
You know, I have a rebuttal for that.
Yeah, and I know it's most white
people are the majority population that use dating apps.
But that's fine. What's the number one way to meet people now?
Dating apps.
Okay, so then let's talk about what is the most likely way that you'll meet somebody. If it's on dating apps, let's just say dating apps. A lot of these, I'll call it stereotypical things that people don't like about a stereotyped black woman. We could call it aggressiveness. You could call it the fact that a lot of women, period, but mostly black women are talking about they want to be independent. They want to stress on everyone around them. They don't need a man, right? No other woman out there is well. There's a lot of women out there, but there's more black women that are saying, I don't need a man. Most of them will be quiet once they find a man that they want. But black women find a man they want, and they'll still say, I don't need a man. You can't find a mate when you tell them you don't need him. Period. Don't nobody want to be around that energy.
Do you not feel like it's a unfair stereotype to just say black women are aggressive?
It is a stereotype that I'm sure a lot of people can say they've seen. It's not just me who's seen it in my family. I've heard it from a lot of other people. I've seen it in a lot of other black women that I don't know on varying ages. It's not just a young black woman thing. It's an old one too. It might get worse once they're older. You know, it's not something I'm making up. It is a thing.
Are all women not aggressive? I mean, like, are all women not are all women not aggressive? Like all different races.
I'll say this: there's a lot of women that can portray that, but what I'm really talking about is culture. A lot of culture shame that behavior. You'll have the moms, the aunts, all of them telling you, you can't do that. Even if you call it submissive if you want to, they say you can't do that and find a man. If you are trying to fight him all the time, you can't do that and get a man. At least in the beginning, show that you can control it enough to get what you want. But from the jump, you telling me, oh, you just going to fight me the whole time? I, as a black man, you should understand if I got to fight the world, why would I want to go home to fight you?
That's a solid statement, but at the same time, I feel like it's just unfair because I feel like when white or let's just say non-black women show aggression, it's like acceptable. She was fighting for her rights. She was fighting for her standards. She was fighting for her just due. But anytime when a black woman, because we go through it too, if we was to go into our jobs and start raising our voices, people would be like, "Yo, hey, chill out, bro. Like, chill. It's not that serious." Mm-hmm. But same thing for black women. Whenever they show emotion and feel strongly about something, it's just assumed as aggression, and it's harsh and it's scary, and it's like, "Oh, this is exactly what we thought of you." You know what I'm saying? But when other white women or non-black women show emotion, it's not looked at the same. It's like, wow, she's standing up for herself.
Well, we don't bring that fight home to them. We don't tell them because the world sees us as this way. You need to make sure you don't see me this way. And we're talking about dating, right? As a man, I'm coming to a black woman. I'm saying, I'm going to be your provider, your protector. I'm going to have your back so that you can be soft. You need to show me you can be soft. I'm supposed to take the brunt of life from you so you can chill out. If you think you can't trust me with that and you're just gonna be hard all the time, I can't have that in my life. I need some peace. You get a woman to have some kind of peace in your life, or you stay single to keep peace in your life. But like, you can't. Why would I want the softest thing that's ever gonna be in my life to be fighting me for something that has nothing to do with me? She's that way before I came into the picture, and she's telling me this is who I am.
So are y'all buyers or sellers of the whole you have to unlock the softness in a woman?
I think you can, like you said, you can help towards that softness, but I think they should still like have that within them to open up to you.
That should be present before anything that you.
That's kind of like saying you should bring your own happiness to a relationship. Like somebody can help you become happier, but you should be happy within yourself first. Like you shouldn't bring that into another person and say, "Oh, you're not making me happy," but you were never happy from the get go. Right. So that's not fair to me, and it won't be fair to you if it's vice versa. Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, you talking about fair? Like I can't come and start off and say I'm broke, but you need to just work with me and we'll get there. And I'm not gonna give you no plan or nothing. I'm just saying you just gotta do it just because.
Hold it down.
I gotta come and I gotta show those traits that I'm the man that you want to be from the get go, or you even know me like that.
Ride or die. I'm good.
Okay.
Ride or die.
But so it's just like Tommy. For as far as I know, you strictly black women. Mm-hmm. So like? Are you identifying with what he's saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? As a man who only dates seriously black women, like, well, dated in the past, but obviously your wife is black. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you identify with what he's saying? Like, because I sort of get off, like, it's just generalization. Like, that's like, you're like hitting like, everybody with something that it don't apply to everybody, though.
In a way, I guess it is, but, like, people still should be able to like and love what they want. So I can't fault him for that. And based off his past experience, I can't be upset. It's unfortunate. And from my perspective, I love black women. I want to be with a black woman. But for his perspective, that's just how he feels, and I think that's okay. And as he is my friend, I have to kind of accept that. That's my take on it.
I think I accept it, right? I'm just challenging the belief of this. Who he dates it doesn't, like, you know, I'll accept anybody he dates, you know, like, cool, that's my dog, whatever, right? Not my friend. but it's like, I just feel like I don't want to call it a problematic belief, but it is sort of like, damn, like, you really go say that, like, all black women,
who does that hurt, man? Like, think about it. At some point in y'all lives, a woman has said, "Oh, I'm not attracted to you.
Right,
you're not my type."
Yeah, for sure.
Is it a problem then? No, that's the way it goes. I'm not saying it's about fair.
Not from my race though. Like saying, "Oh, I don't like you because you're black," and she was black. I ain't never heard that.
No, I got told I wasn't dark enough.
Yeah, and then you've heard black people say the African booty scratcher thing.
Look, I remember that.
There's a lot
of I remember that.
You know what I'm talking about.
Look, man, there's a lot of self-hate within our groups, man. And I think it's unfair to demand anybody to like something. It's almost like reverse racism. If you like black women, that's fine. I can say the same thing. How come you don't like another kind of race? Don't you think that's wrong?
Don't you think you should take care of your race before we start looking at other races? And that's what I'm saying. Bro, you are a black successful man, bro. Like, you could literally help change the bad culture that we're cultivating right now by getting with another well-off black woman and then creating well-off black children who then create more well-off black children.
Well, let me say this, right?
That's a lot of pressure on you. What did you say to Peter Parker? The Spider-Man?
Let's say you're right. Yeah. Do you think I could help more as I am, or if I was with a black woman? Because I see myself being with a black woman, I'm only helping one, unless I can have multiple. But
this nigga,
as I said, you know, I'm doing my part. I told you what is it, the 4 things I'm doing. What was it? The daughter of my mother's black. I'm pushing our race. There's I'm giving you the knowledge right now of what are issues that some men have with black women that you could fix. I give out financial advice to both black and black men and black women. And me going outside my race is pushing to help blackness take over the world.
Not at all, because you know how I feel about it. I use the Patrick Mahomes theory. Patrick Mahomes' dad, dark-skinned man, get with a white woman, then create athletic kids, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Very fair-skinned man gets with white woman, Boom. And then now look at his kids. His kids look completely white. And what are those kids more likely to align themselves with? Other white people. And so now we just took away our talent in millions of generational millions and gave it back to the white community.
But you didn't.
Through whitewash.
I told you. So back in the day, it was that 1/16th rule. You got 1/16, you black.
Those kids are not 1/6. Them kids is what, 25, and the next one is going to be even less than that, bro.
But they're not pure white anymore. We are winning.
Bro, nobody's pure white anymore. Exactly. Well, actually, I was stationed with a nigga in Portugal. That nigga was 99% white.
Damn.
99. And guess what his last name was?
Jefferson.
Pure
White. The nigga name was white.
That's crazy.
And the nigga was 99% white. He did his 23andMe. What
was that other 1%?
It was like some fucking Scandinavian, like it was some like weird, like less than 1% type shit. Dude, that's crazy. It was not a drop of Africa in that nigga. Them that you know his people had slaves, nigga. Them niggas invented slavery, nigga. They was breeding with their cousins and shit to make sure they stayed white, boy.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I think everybody should be allowed to have their preferences.
For sure, that's not what I'm challenging.
But you know, I think me deciding to be with one black woman is not gonna save it. And I could do more. I could do more to help. I could help more if you just allow me. If you would take off that limiter of the one woman, one man thing, I think I could do more for the culture.
Okay, all right.
If you ask, if you want to know what I really want,
That's sick, man.
boo that man.
Sick, man, bro.
But all right, man. Listen, we got to do some hot topics real quick. So. Kendrick, I know we was talking shit last episode. Yeah. He must have heard me. And, so he went on to diss the GOAT and my second GOAT, J. Cole, on the track Like That on Metro Boomin and Future's joint album, We Don't Trust You. Did y'all hear it?
Yeah.
I initially read the lyrics first. So I seen it on Twitter. Oh, he said that, you know, but I was underwhelmed when I read it. Drake stand here. Then I heard it with the beat, and I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, it's okay, okay."
I thought it was good.
Cool.
It sounded to me like, what'd you say in the last episode? You said he don't come out with an album for 10 years.
Yeah.
Look, he sounded like he woke up and heard what's that song?
First person shooter.
Yeah, and was like, "Are you talking about me? Let me say something." It's like, "Hey, man, he ain't talking about you." Sound like he's confused. Maybe I think it's some underground stuff. Why would you be fighting with these dudes? He said we the top 3. Why would you just randomly say it's the top me?
He's saying it ain't room at the top. It's just one. He thinks he's the best.
Yes. You got low man syndrome. That's what it is.
Literally gotta be. But at the same time, though, I think what it's gonna breed is gonna be some good music. I think that Drake and J. Cole definitely have to respond. I know Drake is gonna respond, but I really want to see J. Cole respond. Like I never seen it.
I ain't never seen J. Cole in some beef shit either like that either.
That nigga, he beefed with Diggy Simmons. Because he briefly he did though like in like 2011 when he first came out. But apparently J. Cole had either had some bars or he had like briefly dated Diggy's Angela Simmons, the one that's with Yo Gotti now.
Yeah.
And Diggy came out and was like on Breakfast Club, was talking greasy and some shit. And J. Cole had a few shots at him.
That don't count.
I know Diggy don't.
You want some real shit.
Diggy don't count, but bro, I would love to see J. Cole fire back.
I'd love to see J. Cole too. Drake, I feel like he don't need to. He's not. He's my guy too. He's my guy too. But he's not that guy. He's not the battle guy. You know, he was easily able to beat Meek.
What about Meek Mill? Pusha T.
Meek Mill. Diddy Meek.
Twin Meek. Yeah. No, Freak Mill. That's what they call him. Freak Mill.
Tripping back to back. Freestyle.
Bro, people are forgetting Drake is one of the most battle tested rappers. Because even however you look at the Pusha T beef, right? People acknowledge Pusha T as a like top lyricist person, and people always like to go straight to Duppy Freestyle and Astoria Adidon and put it against each other. They was subbing each other for song, and it just was going over people's heads.
Yeah,
like Common sent out a whole diss track. Did y'all know Stay Scheming was like a Common diss? Like that was he was going at him, killing him. You know what I'm saying? It bothers me when the guys get to acting like the bras. Come on. This nigga was going directly at Common. That's one of the greatest feature verses ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga is battle tested. But J. Cole, we never seen him in the ring. Kendrick, we never seen him in the ring. I want to see what happens.
J. Cole win. Drake, I think, could win, but it's beneath him. I'm biased. I don't think K. Dot is a great lyricist, a great artist. He's creative,
lyrical, spiritual miracle.
Yes, yeah, right. He's like a Childish Gambino on the level of the things that he could,
artistically.
Yeah. But he's autistic if he thinks he could. He thinks he could do that. I don't think he's on the top 3.
Let me ask you this: seeing how Twitter and social media reacted, do you think that Drake hate has risen to a point where people will just deem other people the winners of the beef just because they can upset Drake? I think that's what's going on.
That's what I be saying, because social media will initiate who's going to win just because that's how they feel, not based off the facts. And I said that on the last podcast too. I mean, it's fucking crazy.
How many artists of the Decades Award does Kendrick have?
Exactly. You know why he didn't win?
He don't put out enough.
Because he pushed that nigga off like,
he don't put out enough, man.
He don't. Yeah. He don't. And you know what's so crazy? Drake is setting himself up to win it again. It's 2024, y'all.
Yeah, and he's
got more albums to go. Like,
his plan of being like features on all, even if it doesn't matter how low they are, he's relevant and he'll always be relevant. He's like a Jay-Z but better and not demonic.
Who else would it's almost been 5 years in this other shit.
Decade.
Who else would you put ahead of Drake
that had a chance?
Yeah, that would have a chance. I can't even think anybody, honestly.
The only one I would ever put above Drake would be Wayne.
Who?
Wayne.
But
Wayne hasn't been. He hasn't been
like as of now. Like,
who would have a chance?
Relevant. Yeah.
I think the artist of the decade probably will have a little bit of recency bias. So we would have to wait till that back end of that back 5 to see what that looks like. But I think Drake is doing a good job of setting himself up. I think Cole in these next 6 years that we got left in this decade probably only drops one album with that fall off. I don't think he's gonna drop again. So I don't think Kendrick. I think Kendrick will drop one time, but I think Drake is gonna drop 2 to 3 more times in these last 5 years because he'll turn 40 within this. He's 37 now. So and you look at rappers like 2 Chainz, Future's already 40. Jay-Z, niggas is dropping, bro. Like Eminem about to drop another album. So I don't think Drake is going nowhere. So I think he's setting himself up to win it again. 21 Savage is having a great decade.
Oh, no, for sure.
But he would have to have a massive hit in another classic album.
It's got to be 2016 all over again, dog.
Type shit for him to challenge. But 21 Savage is setting himself up. Future would have to have a monster back half.
He's not with Metro no more, so that's going to be kind of tough.
Who not with Metro?
21.
Oh, 21?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Technically.
He might be playing the middle.
Yeah.
But that's what the biggest shock of this whole beef is? Rick Ross.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Did y'all see that?
I was like, what is it?
I was like, Ross, bro, what are you doing? Like, nigga, you didn't go this hard when he was beefing with your artist.
Yeah.
You standing with niggas. What the fuck?
That shit was crazy.
That shit was, bro.
That
Drake
shit surprised me.
Do you think it helps or hurts Drake diss calls that he has so many targets?
I don't think it hurts him at all.
No, think about 50. When 50 first came out, he was battling against everybody. And then people he was battling against Buster, he's battling against Jaru,
Fat
a bunch of people who was big at that time. I think if you just decently hit all your targets, you win. And all of them is not going to make a diss record. Yeah. So you're just going to win by default on some. He's already the best. I mean, there's nothing else he needs to prove, which is why I think he shouldn't even respond to it. He gave him props, and he sent out a diss
Well, Drake
record.
didn't. J. Cole gave him props.
He was on the album. Or he was on the song. You know, it is what it is, man. You got your shout out, and you came back with fire. And he hit J. Cole.
Nah, Drake got to respond, dog. He got to. Unfortunately, he does. It's like it's just an obligation because people will forever look at this moment like he duck and smoke. I'm not saying he has to respond with a duppy freestyle or back to back, but he has in his next, whenever his next release is, whenever that is, he has to, you know what I'm saying, little stepper. He gotta fucking do this. You ain't got no morale, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He gotta send a few fucking bars that way. He got to. K dot, I take the dot out your name, put the red dot, fucking fud. You know what I'm saying? He got a what's a Kung Fu Kenny to an OVO Kenny.
Just let that shit ride and just float on the beat, bro, and just go crazy.
Look, man, what was that? Mr. Morale?
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
That whole album, he gave respect to him. He came, took his time, mental health. Whole album was about
his
fixing
traumatic,
fixing toxicity and all that stuff. Why are you trying to create something, man? Ain't nobody think about you.
Clout chasing. Clout was a hell of a drug.
If you were the big three, if you the big me, that shit, you don't need clout. You it.
But he took it as a hit because, you know, J. Cole had a line in that song talking about, if everybody steppers, then something I'm treated like breakfast, I'm about to clean off my plate.
Yeah. That had nothing to do with him. And that was a hard line. That had nothing to do with him.
You know, then he said, you know, he's talking about the big three, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali. Then he goes on to the Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake.
But he didn't say nothing about K-Dot.
So it's like we said we the big three, but now I'm saying the Spider-Man meme is me looking at Tommy. Now it's like, hold up,
but the Spider-Man meme was 3 of them, so he's still in there.
Oh yeah, no, they added that one for the movie. Because the initial
look, man, look, he was in there. They mentioned him. Stop hating.
The initial Spider-Man meme was the fucking the pointing.
He wasn't on the track.
Okay.
He could have been on
all
the
right.
track.
To sum it all up, though. So does J. Cole need to respond, Tommy?
I think he should. Yeah, because we never seen him before. Yeah,
I think he should. J. Cole should. I think Drake should clean off his fingernails, and then if he wants to, he can respond. I got faith in him. I don't think he can lose. I'm not scared. Go ahead.
Hey, he on tour right now, so he got other things to worry about.
Yeah.
So should Drake respond?
I think he should because it'll be good for music.
Okay.
Make a song.
Last question about this topic before we move forward, though. Is there a time limit on when they should respond? Because I've been seeing that flow now. Oh, he said he waited 4 days. Where y'all at on back to back? It's been 9 days. He hasn't responded.
When did First Person Shooter come out? Months, like
September of 23.
That's what I'm saying. So it's been months.
Yeah.
So I think he should at least be given the amount of that same amount of time to respond. Like he shouldn't have to respond within like 2 days. That's crazy.
It's relative. When was Kendrick's last album? We can wait that long.
We can't wait. Drake would never leave us for that long, man.
We'll forget.
Yeah. That's what I would say too. Like this nigga had 4 months to sit on First Person Shooter and all that stuff. But also, this isn't Meek. Like I'm not a big Kendrick fan, but I'm familiar that he's talented. Yeah. You don't want to jump the fucking gun. Yeah, nah. And then it's like,
because he might have some shit loaded up.
Yeah, and look, Kendrick, like I said, his last album, he came out with, he did his 8 Mile. I'm going to say all the bad stuff about me. Drake, he has some stuff to answer for still. So,
but I think it's pretty much out. What you gonna talk about? Oh, you're a baby mama porn star. You had a son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now Joe Budden's been getting on him for messing with 20-year-olds.
I mean, Joe Budden. Come on,
that's just
Joe Budden. I ain't seen him since Def Jam Vendetta.
No, I fuck with Joe Budden though. I be watching shit. I don't agree with everything.
That nigga be hating, bro.
But he hate on some. He got picks and favorites.
He like the Paul Pierce, bro.
Paul Pierce is crazy.
Paul Pierce does not like anybody
because he think he the GOAT.
That nigga hate on everybody. Nigga.
No, you not Kobe Bryant to us. They don't love you like that. All right, man. Let's finish it off on the biggest topic, the hottest topic.
Oh yeah.
Take that. Listen.
Can't stop, won't stop.
No Diddy. No homo, no Diddy.
No Diddy. That's what we call it. This fucking this podcast. All right. The question is this: what would be your method of survival if you had to survive a 24-hour Diddy party? And you had to take at least a minimum of 10 alcoholic drinks. You had to drink them.
Some strong ass drinks too.
Ain't no telling what's in them shits.
Man,
what would be your method of survival?
Don't get singled out. If you get singled out, that's your ass.
We need a fifth.
Literally, literally, that's your ass, bro. You can't get. You got to stay with the crowd. You got to fit in, and it's like, bro, it's like the beginning of BMT. Nigga, don't do too much. Don't do too little. Because they're going to be like, all right, yeah, that's him. We're going to get his ass first. Make it to like the last 23-hour mark. You good. Skate on out of there. You good.
So look, you got to hide in the bathroom. Lock the door. smallest bathroom, a closet if you can. If you got a lock on it, you just lock yourself in there, go to sleep. Wake up, get a towel or something, a wet towel, and just try to be a helper. Go around wiping people's sweat off while they doing what they do. Because people might think you to help. And they don't. You might have to like walk around butt naked. I don't know what they do in the parties, but you don't gotta have nobody touch you. Just walk across, dance. So you doing, wipe stuff off the cheek, clean out some off the back. There's worse things to do at a Diddy party.
You are.
But if you show that you participate,
So you the cum rag.
I would say that. You have the rag, and you offer the rag.
Look,
Towel. You just walk
But what if you as you going reaching out to wipe sweat, your bicep flex, and they're like, oh, come here.
I want that.
I want that light skinned nigga.
He's like, ooh, feisty.
He said, but Davis will be calling it lunch.
They out there pulling Tropicana trains in this motherfucking Diddy party. No, are y'all? Have y'all ever had the chance to even read any of those like allegations or some of that shit?
I haven't read them. I just seen headlines.
They got Carisha, Young Miami. They got her listed as a sex worker. 50 Cent baby mama listed as a sex worker. Like, just all types of just sexual parties, bro. Just going on, bro. Just orgies, bro.
It ain't surprise,
niggas. They threatening niggas to, like, you know what I'm saying, getting involved with. Bro,
people are talking about Diddy parties for a long time. Jordan said what, it was $50,000 to go to one of his parties. What do you think they're using the money for? They got to have attractions,
NDAs. That's what they. Hey, but you got to sign.
They said it costs $50,000 to
for
go
a ticket for ones, and that was back in the day. It was before inflation. You know, I'm like, you $50,000, you got some rides there at that party, and those rides is people.
But bro, when you look at the overwhelming evidence that they have of this nigga, if you look at the overwhelming of all the clips where daddy, you look good, daddy.
Yeah. Nah, he was.
Yeah, bro, man, listen, if Diddy wants to party, you have to tell him no. Like, those videos of all these rappers and entertainers and all these shits coming out now, and like the compilation of them, I'm like, yo, this nigga was on a run.
Yeah.
Diddy Weinstein, man. Look,
and the fact that he fled just makes it all seem so true. Because like
he's been traveling.
Man, fuck that. If you didn't do nothing, then you didn't do nothing. You got nothing to worry about.
The feds raided all his houses, bro.
I ain't saying he right. I'm saying he's obviously wrong. And if people still going to Diddy parties, either they got something on them or they wanted to get got. People knew. People told him stay away from him. Mm-hmm. Justin Bieber, he knew. Hey, he said, "Come on, take down my number, man. You ain't called me. We supposed to party." He was safe. Please tell me you were safe, Justin. Yeah, but you know whether it's true or not. You know people know to stay away from the possibility of getting got.
But they saying in the things that he had cameras in all the rooms. So I'm assuming this was what's going on. Get you to the party, you get green, naive, something pops off, probably that you don't want to know, and now he got you.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Trying to get that threesome,
but blackmail, because now I got you on tape. You can't do nothing. You need to keep coming to these parties. No, you need to be. I got the tape.
And tell him. Saw me at your party? Yes, I was there at Diddy's party, and he threatened me.
If you are a rapper and you getting your back blown out
that's
at a Diddy party, no, listen.
Shit,
if you are a rapper and you're getting your back blown out and Diddy got the tape, you think anything you say, I was at the Diddy party, I don't care, leak it.
You got to kill him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look, you get locked up, they know you get, why you doing 20 years, dog? Diddy got the tape. Diddy know what I did. He lucky I missed. He know what's up.
That nigga got hard drives all over the place.
Hey, that nigga got
as soon as you kill him, as soon as his EKG hit flatline, nigga, all the film just drop.
That boy got NAS servers everywhere.
Right, boy. Literally. So let me ask you the last question. If you had to, what would you rather do? Would you rather survive 24 hours at an all you could drink Diddy party, or 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 survive one night in Neverland with Michael Jackson at the peak of his prime, with Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and the Leprechaun roaming around Neverland?
That's OD, dog. I'm
going
to Diddy shit, bro.
Okay, you only got to last 10 hours at the Neverland, but a whole night at the Diddy party.
It's too many factors to worry about. I got to worry about a smart little nigga bite ankles and shit. Freddy and Michael Myers and This
Man, Michael.
this grown ass nigga. Nah, that's too scary.
What do you say? Does anyone know?
Hey, listen, that'll be it. That's episode 31. Shout out my nigga Davis. Shout out my nigga Tommy. Hey, he going to Neverland, y'all. Mochi Man out.
Hold up, Mike done did it again. This is that real spit. This is the real deal. All of that capping inside of your rapping, yeah, we do not even appeal. We talking about real feels, but you gon' be missing your meals. So go ahead and sit back and relax and go ahead and no capping, that's real.